I'm Lloyd Ryan, manager of Kendo Nagasaki, and you are watching LDN Capital TV.
This is London.
Welcome to LDN Capital TV. We have a packed card tonight, including a grudge match between Mike Mendoza and monster powerhouse Hugh Mungas. In addition to this, LDN Capital TV will bring you a street fight when heated rivals Ricky Hype and Ashe go head-to-head in tonight's main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LDN Capital TV. And coming to the ring right now to open up today's show is Hugh Mungas. And tonight he'll be taking on Mikey Mendoza. Now the story to this match is fairly simple. Coming to the ring with Hugh Mungas right now is the British champion John Ritchie, who 3 weeks ago successfully defended that title against Mikey Mendoza, thanks in part to that man right there, Hugh Mungas. Hugh Mungas, who officially is an associate of John Ritchie, helped the champion retain the title. Now Mikey Mendoza, despite still suffering the after effects of a concussion, has challenged Hugh Mungas to a match right here tonight against doctor's orders.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent hails from Elton in southeast London, weighing in at 17 stone 2 pounds, Mike Mendoza.
And here comes Mikey Mendoza, a very popular fan favourite here in LDN, and a man who many thought had John Ritchie's number, and people thought that 3 weeks ago he was going to become the British champion. Unfortunately, thanks to John Ritchie's underhanded tactics and of course Hugh Mungas, Mikey Mendoza was unsuccessful in becoming the British champion. You may want to note, ladies and gentlemen, that John Ritchie has come to ringside without the British Championship belt, which was stolen last week by former nemesis Tex Benedict. Hopefully we will get an update on that later on in the hour. But first, Humongous, a man who frankly is known as one of the most unstoppable beings in British wrestling, is taking on the irresistible force, Mikey Mendoza. Now there's the collar elbow tie-up, and despite leaning all his weight into it, he was not able to budge Mungas. And it's just scary because Hugh Mungas almost dwarfs Mendoza. Mendoza, if you see him in real life, is a big lad, and he just can't get Hugh Mungas off his feet. Well, Mikey Mendoza now is getting absolutely pumped for this contest. Ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight's Capital TV, we've got a huge main event for you. Ashe, Ricky Hype, the rematch, and it's going to be fought in an Enfield street fight. That's coming at the top of the program. But right here, Mikey Mendoza has got a wrist lock on Hugh Mungas. And really, when you have an opponent as big as Mungas, this is the only thing you can really do. Well, Hugh Mungas there is trapped in that wrist lock. It'll be interesting to see where Mikey Mendoza tries to take this next. And Mungas just pushes away Mendoza. Well, Mendoza comes in with a drop kick, and Mungas barely moved. And another. Mikey Mendoza may no longer be the #1 contender, but he has made it to the second round of the Golden Grapplers tournament, which will continue in forthcoming weeks. But right now, Mungas slams down Mendoza hard. Hugh Mungas is letting Mendoza know that he's here for business. He is the associate of the British champion John Ritchie and has proved to be a very good enforcer. Huge headlock right there. And he's just grinding away, and you can see the brains of Mendoza oozing out of his ears almost. Mendoza desperate to find an escape, and I just don't think he'll get it. And Mungas, without any effort whatsoever, has just suplexed this stag of a lad. Mendoza now trying to fire shots, and he's trying to go for the body slam. And Hugh Mungas is just too big a man to slam. And now Mungas there with those strikes, just keeping the former #1 contender down to the mat. Mungas now forces Mendoza into the corner. Forearm strikes, driving the wind out of Mendoza. And Mendoza trying to fight out of that corner. But Hugh Mungas, you just can't budge the man. And oh, Mungas just grabbed Mikey Mendoza and without any effort just plonked him down hard. And there he's putting all his weight on the ankle there of Mikey Mendoza.
What?
I never thought I'd say this, but I honestly think that John Ritchie has managed to find the one man more vile than him. And that man, Hugh Mungas, has a big full Nelson there on Mikey Mendoza and now forces him down to the ground. And he could very well squeeze the very will out of Mikey Mendoza and take a victory via submission, or possibly just by making the man pass out. Well, Mendoza is desperate to fight out of this. He's managed to get to his feet. But, oh, and there we go. A couple of, well, legal strikes, but they're almost like elbows. And there, a couple of forearm shots. He's trying to rock the big man. He's going for another slam, but it's just not happening. Mikey Mendoza, simply put, is too used to being in a match where he is the biggest, strongest competitor. And he's been thrown into an environment he is not used to, with an opponent who's even bigger, arguably stronger. And Mendoza's going to have to rely on technical ability and possibly some high flying, like that drop kick. But even that big drop kick from a guy who's well over 6'5" couldn't even rock Mungas. Mungas just slaps the taste out of Mikey Mendoza. Well, Hugh Mungas now just choking away Mikey Mendoza. And look at that, just illegally using that top rope to choke the life out of Mikey Mendoza. And the referee's issuing a warning to Hugh Mungas, and he doesn't want to hear any of it. Mungas now going for another one of those big suplex. And all the man has to do is lean back, and he's able to throw a guy well over 210 pounds across the ring. Mendoza now desperate to get to his feet. Relying on some strikes there, but I'm not sure if he's doing any good. Big flying headbutt. Mungas almost looking bemused. Oh, Mungas now. He's got, oh, big bear hug right there on Mikey Mendoza. Just squeezing the air out of him. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Mikey Mendoza is not coming into this contest 100%. He's still feeling the after effects of a concussion, but it looks like he may have found almost the literal Achilles heel, though, taking it to the legs of the big man. And now he's trying to get those massive log-like arms up. And John Ritchie, you can see the British champion behind. Oh, hang on a second, Mikey Mendoza's pulling the back hairs of Mungas. Oh, that's revolting. Oh, and thankfully Mungas finds the bottom rope. And Mikey Mendoza has been ordered to relinquish that hair clutch. Mikey Mendoza looks like he's not out of this contest yet, waiting for the big man to get up. Mungas is up. And Mungas, this is one man you don't want to have to share a beer with, that's for sure. Both men going for the collar elbow tie, but straight away, Mungas with a blind punch from that headlock. As a John Ritchie trick that is, and obviously it's an effective one. And then just using those massive legs, stomps Mendoza back to the mat. Humongous draining the life out of Mike Mendoza with those headlocks, and then adding those exclamation marks with the point of the fist. You've got to believe that Mendoza wants to win this. He wants to avenge that loss against Ritchie, but he also wants momentum as he continues in the Golden Grapplers tournament. But right now, Humongous isn't giving him anything. Oh, big choke bomb! Big sit out. And it looks like the Humongous was just one obstacle too big for the irresistible force, Mikey Mendoza. Well, the referee really needs to get between this. Mikey Mendoza is not very well right now. But Humongous is just having his way with the former #1 contender. And my, how the mighty have fallen. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we've got tag team action. But in the main event, Ashe hype in an Enfield street fight.
This is London. This is London.
Hello and welcome to the London Eye with me, Fiona Fox. Last week in a daring move, Tex Benedict stole John Ritchie's British Championship belt, while John Ritchie defended his title against Barry Ryan. The competitive tension between the two athletes is high, and LDN management are keen to resolve this issue before it goes too far. LDN management have attempted to contact Tex Benedict about returning the belt, but so far the former champion has proven to be unreachable. What does this mean for the British Championship? We'll have further updates each week here on LDN until this title theft has been resolved. Thank you for joining me on the London Eye. I'll see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now getting ready for LDN tag team action. Coming to the ring at the moment, Gideon and Jekyll, and no doubt they have one thing in their mind, and that's to climb up the rankings and possibly challenge the new LDN tag team champions, Jamie James, Chris Botherway, Hot Property.
And their opponents, weighing in at a total combined weight of 28 stone, from Aylesbury, Danny Williams, and from Loughborough, Simon Can.
Well, as a result of this tag title change that I was talking about, Hot Property new champions, the whole tag division in Britain has been blown apart. Who's going to challenge Hot Property first? We understand they do have a future battle against Project Future lined up, but could it be Gideon and Jekyll? Or could it be this team right here? Well, I was going to say team. Danny Williams made his debut 3 weeks ago alongside Simon Can, and they proved to be a very successful tandem as they defeated Chris Wilde and Ricky Hyde, but it looks like that Simon Can is absent. Well, hopefully we'll find out what's going on here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Williams has said that his partner Simon Can is apparently in hospital and can't wrestle, so you want to go in there on a 2 against 1 handicap match? Are you going to allow that, referee? All right, the referee's saying it's got to be 2 on 2.
Well, indeed, the referee is signed for a 2 on 2 competition. We can't just turn this into a 2 on 1 situation, but well, if I'm not mistaken from that music, it looks like that Danny Williams has got a last-minute step-in partner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, from Athens in Greece, it's Humongous Christopoulos.
Well, here comes Humongous, ladies and gentlemen, one of the 3 men who are currently in the second round of the Golden Grapplers tournament. Danny Williams now getting there in there with Gideon. Gideon with a tight headlock. In the past, Gideon and Jekyll have come very close to winning the British Championship as they fended it. Well, sorry, they clashed with Project Future on several occasions. However, they were unsuccessful. But you got to believe that they might have a better chance against current champions, Hot Property, who many are calling paper champions. You got to believe that Hot Property will prove that wrong. But alas, today it's Gideon and Jekyll versus Danny Williams and Humongous. There's the waistlock there from Williams. Gideon trying to find the escape. Williams forces down his opponent. Trying to go for front headlock, but Gideon gets out of there. As you can tell, Gideon, a big fan of Pat Roach. And there's the lockup right there. Danny Williams forcing his opponent to the corner. Danny Williams, the professional, let out his opponent. And there's the lockup right there. Gideon again. Oh, and a huge open palm strike. Both men now circling. Looks like Danny Williams is offering a Roman knuckle lock scenario. And there's the Roman knuckle lock being accepted there by Gideon. Neither of their tag partners have been tagged in yet. This has just been Williams and Gideon so far. Beautiful bridge there from Williams. And you can just see the outline of that open palm strike across his chest. That was a heck of a strike. Williams, as strong as he is, forcing Gideon down to the mat. But Gideon just as strong. Oh, and just whips down Williams. Williams kept trying to keep his arm up. Oh, Williams nips up. Nice reversal there. Got the hammerlock. It looks like he's going to... Oh, I thought he was going towards the corner attacking Humongous, but no. Gideon able to get the snapmare and the reverse chin lock. Fans really getting behind Danny Williams, who along with Simon Can did cause a huge upset but made such a promising start as a tag team. Unfortunately, Can currently hospitalized. And here comes the tag to Humongous. Oh, huge open strike right there. And now Humongous with his trademark monkey flip. Humongous now right on top of Gideon, and big body slam there from the young sensation. Quick cover, 2. No, there's the kick out. Humongous now, very nice Northern Light, bridged beautifully, had a tight pinfall. Gideon able to kick out, however. And there's that Roman knuckle lock choke right there. Gideon feeling the effects of it. Gideon trying to force his way out, applies the hold onto Humongous. Oh, he tried to go for something, but Humongous able to reverse that momentum into a pinfall attempt. Only a 2, however. But straight away, Humongous gets the headlock and tags in Williams. And there's the whip right there, and Danny Williams with a leg lariat. Very nicely done. There's the whip once more, the rebound. Oh, nice drop kick, really smacking the left foot clean into the chops there of Gideon. Gideon has not had a chance to tag out yet. Oh, but Jekyll inserting himself into this contest, and there's the tag. Gideon and Jekyll originally managed to get into LDN by having a very successful victory against then British champion Tex Benedict and Ricky Hype in a CSF cage fight. And this allowed them to have a title shot. However, they were unsuccessful in their title shot, but now find themselves well and truly involved in the tag rankings here in LDN. And there's a reverse chinlock right there on Danny Williams. Jekyll, the strongest of the two members of Gideon and Jekyll. Sets up for a big suplex. Stalls him up. Nice technique. Nice and straight. The blood rushing down and drops him hard. Jekyll unsuccessful in getting the free count. Well, Jekyll now picks up Gideon and forces him into the wrong corner. Well, there's Gideon getting involved where it's not belonged. And it almost looks like he's biting him there. Yorgos not doing his tag partner any favours. Here's Yorgos' inexperience showing. Yorgos is promising as competitive as a competitor that he is. Unfortunately, still a little green around the edges. Ooh. Jekyll there with a strong STO sweep. Danny Williams able to get out of that pinning predicament, however. And that is a blatant illegal use of the foot panning. The referee, I'm not sure if he's aware of it. Well, this is absolutely horrendous officiating. But then this is the same official who awarded Hot Property the tag team titles, despite the fact that the man being pinned had his bottom foot on the rope. Gideon and Jekyll very much in control at the moment. Gideon now tagged in. Both men launch Danny Williams. Oh, kick to the midsection. There's a facebuster. Oh, and just dropped him hard with the foot right across the back of the head. Well, Gideon setting up with a butterfly suplex. That was some fantastic execution. And it's just a shame he had to follow it up with a bite to the face. Well, Gideon now going up top, flies down hard. Oh, guillotine leg drop. Almost neatly slicing off the head of Danny Williams. That's something you wouldn't expect Pat Roach to do, that's for sure. Pinfall attempt, but Danny Williams with the reversal. Almost there, he almost got the pinfall. Well, Gideon now with that front headlock. He's also got the overhook over the left arm. He's trying to stop Danny Williams getting towards Yorgos. It's not been very successful. Danny Williams almost has a tag. And there's the tag to Yorgos. And Yorgos is in this thing. Good strike. Well, hang on a minute. Well, the referee didn't see the tag. And right there you see Gideon and Jekyll just having their wicked way with Danny Williams. Jekyll comes in, slingshot leg drop. I suppose I can't blame Gideon and Jekyll. In all fairness, they really want a victory. They really want to prove that they are possibly the top team here in LDN. Referee there with a quick 5 count. Some good officiating for once. Well, Gideon and Jekyll there again with their dirty tactics. Jekyll just raking Danny Williams' eyes across that top rope. Yorgos so trying to get the fans into this, so trying to get behind Danny Williams. And there's a close-fisted punch to the breadbasket of Danny Williams. It's amazing, ever since John Ritchie came into LDN, the number of times we've seen wrestlers do blind shots by turning their backs to the referee. That champion of ours is a bad influence on our roster. And anyway, there's the launch off the ropes. Oh, Danny Williams with the reversal. He missed that clothesline. Oh, big German. He's bridged into it. It's not a perfect bridge, and the referee's slow to issue a count. That's a bit of an unlucky break there for Jekyll. You might have to believe that if he just got that technique spot on, he might have been able to get the free count. And Jekyll there driving those knees right into the face of his opponent. And now picks up Danny Williams. And there's another one of Jekyll's trademark suplex. Nice gut wrench. Oh, driving the forearm right into the face there of Danny Williams, but he was able to kick out. And again, the referee is not getting on top of Jekyll's actions. Well, Gideon's now been tagged in. On straight to Humongous, strikes him down. I don't know what that was called for. Anyway, striking those kicks right to the midsection. Snapmares. Danny Williams, strike to the back, strike to the front, hitting him from all angles, keeping him off balance. And now, forcing Danny Williams to the corner, sets him up on the top rope there. But Danny Williams, conscious enough to know he doesn't want to be up there. Oh, it looks like he's going for a Hurricanrana, but he's just been caught. And it looks like that Gideon is trying to set him up for a Boston Crab. And there it is. That's really going to put the pressure right into the lower spine of Danny Williams. Danny's only hope is if he can reach that bottom rope, and he does. Gideon really did not want to let go of that hold. That is most certain. Big European uppercut right there. And it looks like Gideon now is going to try and hit whatever it was he was going to hit from the top rope again. Oh, and he sets him up. Looks like he might be going for that running muscle buster. Oh! If Danny Williams wasn't dead, he most certainly is now. And it might just be a matter of applying the finishing touches. Could it be that without Simon Can, Danny Williams just didn't have that winning combination? Who knows? But anyway, kick to the midsection. Can't believe it. Danny Williams, out of desperation, hit that Inzaguri, the climbing head kick. And Humongous has just realized that this could be the turning point of the match. Oh, and Danny Williams is so close to the tag. And there it is! And here comes the young sensation. Clothesline to Gideon and Jekyll. Big flying shoulder barge and another. And for a man who really should be saving himself for a big contest next week against Chris Wilde, he's really going for everything. Oh, Humongous is being victimized here. Oh, big climbing kick there and a spine buster. But Danny Williams had the blind tag, and I don't think Gideon and Jekyll realize. Oh, and he pushes off Gideon right there. I don't know what Danny Williams has. Big, well, nice elbow drop right there, cleaning the sternum. And now, Danny Williams is going for it all. Don't know what he's got planned. Beautiful moonsault, right on the money. And it was all that she wrote. I'm not sure Humongous knew what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, Danny Williams and Humongous Christopoulos.
I mean, Humongous is quite clear what happened, but regardless, Humongous has got a win with Danny Williams. Danny Williams, courtesy of a blind tag, managed to hit that moonsault and take home the 1-2-3. And despite Simon Can's absence, continues his success in the tag team division.
This is London. This is London.
I'm Paul Hawksby from TalkSport Radio. This is my son Matthew. He's a new convert to LDN wrestling. I used to come and watch the greats when I was a kid, and he's going to be back.
Really good. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is an anything goes, falls count anywhere in the building, Enfield street fight. Introducing first, from Cardiff in South Wales, weighing in at 16 stone, 4 pounds, Ricky Hype.
Ladies and gentlemen, it might be time to put the kids to bed because we're about to witness a first here in LDN, an Enfield street fight between Ricky Hype and Ashe. Now, you might know that Ricky Hype is not coming to the ringside with his now former manager, Sanjay Bagga. That is because Sanjay Bagga, the owner of this company, since buying back the company, has been instructed that he must not have an invested interest in any of the wrestlers. And as a result, any managerial contracts he has had have now been made null and void, leaving Ricky Hype to carve out his own niche. Ricky Hype, a man who is a former British tag team champion, who was the man who made the challenge for the street fight against Ashe.
And his opponent from Chesterton, Hertfordshire, weighing in at 15 stone, 6 pounds, this is Ashe.
Previously in LDN Capital TV, Ashe made his return here to LDN, and the first man he faced was that man right there, Ricky Hype. What many thought would be a straightforward contest most certainly wasn't. It got very vicious, very brutal, very quickly. The match was absolutely horrendous, and the score was not settled, so both sides decided that they were going to have a street fight right here today on LDN Capital TV. And after speaking to Ashe earlier today, I can tell you that he is most certainly up for the challenge. But if I've got to be honest with you, I would not want to get into a street fight against Ricky Hype, a man who has been affectionately known as the London Crippler since coming into LDN. He's managed to break and almost destroy Dave Jackson's knee. He managed to crush the face of a future prospect in Jason Sensation. He powerbombed that man onto the turnbuckle and to the outside, and that's just the beginning. And this match is most certainly gonna go right off the page.
Ladies and gentlemen, your special timekeeper for this match, TalkSport's Paul Hawksby.
Ashe desperate to, Hype desperate to stay away from Ashe, trying to run the ropes right here. Ashe, big atomic drop off the ropes and drop kicks Hype down to the mat. There's no collar and elbow tie-up in this match. It was just straight out brawling. Well, Hype attempted to throw Ashe to the outside. And Ashe is standing tall and proud. When Ashe last left LDN, he left as a man broken. He had just lost the British Championship to a former British champion himself, and now finds himself back on the road to that very championship. Rumours are abound as to who exactly is going to become the next challenger to John Ritchie's championship. Could it be Ashe or could it be Ricky Hype? Who knows? But it's important for both men not to look beyond this contest. Ashe now is draping Ricky Hype along that bottom rope, and he's just absolutely throwing him almost, but throws him into the steel corner and into his Welsh flag. And there he is, stomping away on the former British champion, a man who is seen as one of the cornerstones here in LDN. Hype now taking full advantage of the street fight rules, or lack thereof, I should say, trying to smash the arm of Ashe across that ring post, an arm which Ricky Hype has previously injured. Hype now, like like a particularly nasty rash is all over Ashe and forces him right into the corner and continues to work on that arm which was initially broken courtesy of Martin Stone and which was later injured further by Ricky Hype when Ashe made his return to an LDN ring. And oh my goodness! Make sure you come back for LDN Capital TV action after the break.
This is London. This is London.
Hype earning the venom of the crowd here in Enfield tonight. Hype has so much potential. He has so much going for him, and yet he chooses this dark route in which he tries to hurt and maim his opponents. If Hype were to lose this match, yet in the process almost destroy Ashe, he would consider that a moral victory. That is the sort of man that Ricky Hype has become. Ashe now trying to... He really did not want to fall down hard from that top rope. Ashe forcing Ricky Hype back down to the mat hard. And now it's Ashe who's crawling to the top rope, but he just got crotched. Well, Hype now looks like he's measuring Ashe, follows through. Oh, and kicks the arm out from Ashe. I think it's obvious that Ricky Hype has got one target in this match, and that is to completely obliterate the shoulder and elbow point of Ashe. Hype there, he's biting away at the fingers of Ashe. And there's no need to even hide it from the official, it's all legal. Hype there, very effective, switching from hold to hold, trying to create maximum damage to as many positions of that arm. Ashe, however, finding his way back to his feet, closed-fisted strikes, they are legal. He's just trying to get out of this predicament. Ashe now launches Ricky, oh, big spine buster right there. Notice there, Ricky Hype trying to get a pinfall by trying to put all his weight onto that injured arm. That is some very smart wrestling there from this young Ricky Hype, a man who initially found fame and glory in LDN by being the first team to win the tag team championships. However, now he finds himself as a lone wolf. There is no more Matt Vaughn. There is no more Sanjay Bagga. There is only Ricky Hype. And for Ashe, that is possibly the most dangerous man in that ring right now. Hype now launches Ashe hard. It's going to go for something. Oh, the big sit-out bomb. Ricky Hype's trademark maneuver, but failing to go for the pinfall. I don't know how wise that was. Looks like Ricky Hype, as I mentioned, he's not interested in just a victory. He's more interested in continuing his reputation as the London Crippler. Positioning that chair right onto the prone shoulder of Ashe. If Ricky Hype's hit this, I can guarantee that Ashe will never have a chance to compete again. Oh, and he missed the swanton. The Swanton, he completely and utterly missed it. And maybe Ashe now can finally find the opportunity going his way to win this war. Ashe trying to get to his feet. He finally does. He may have one arm hanging by a thread, but he's still in this match. Forearm strikes, there's the third, fourth, fifth. Off the rope, the match is really speeding up here later on. The rebound, big flying forearm there by the former British champion. And Ricky Hype does not know what's hit him. That's not a good position to find yourself in. Oh, he's going for the DV deliverance. But Ricky Hype manages to slip off the back. Ashe's arm has been so damaged, he could not hold the weight of Ricky Hype. He's gonna have to think of something else. It looks like he's going for a big power slam here. Last resort, no doubt. He couldn't hit the DV deliverance, but he hit the power slam. But it wasn't high impact enough to put away Ricky Hype. What on earth is Ashe gonna do now? Well, he's looking for something on the outside, and well, he's found a traffic cone. I dread to think what he's going to use that for. Ashe now. Oh! Super kick that traffic cone right through his skull. There's the cover. That was a hell of an impact there from Ashe's right foot. Hitting Hype so hard that that cone went flying. Cutthroat gesture. He's going to attempt the DV deliverance once more, but no. Oh, Hype with a swinging Yorinachi slam. Hype going for that chair once again. A chair very similar to the chair that originally injured Ashe in the first place. Oh, and Hype misses. Oh, and he hits himself in the head. Oh, it looks like Ashe is going to take full advantage of this situation. Picks him up for this cradle DDT. Enforced by the chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Ashe.
Well, what an absolutely brutal way to end this week's LDN Capital TV. I've got to believe Ricky Hype must think he's in La La Land. Ashe, meanwhile, shoulder hanging by a thread, but despite this, still able to pick up the victory. What a fantastic showing from both men, but what an even better showing from Ashe. And with this victory under his belt, could Ashe be the next man to challenge John Ritchie, the British champion? Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Andrew Coyne. Thank you very much for joining us this week. But we will see you once more, once again, next week.